Hi everyone, this is Girish from mycloudtutorials.com, and in this video we will learn how to set up Jenkins on an Amazon EC2 instance. We will be creating an EC2 instance, setting up a PAM key so that we could SSH into the instance, set up the security group, especially opening up the port 8080 because Jenkins runs on port 8080. And on the Jenkins setup side, we will first install Java, set up the path, then we will install Jenkins. Try to access Jenkins from the browser, change the admin password, and to conclude, we'll just create and run a test job. Let's begin. So here I am in my AWS Management Console, and we will go to EC2 and launch an instance. We will choose free tier only, so we stay in free tier, and we'll choose Amazon Linux 2 AMI. T2 Micro is good, which is in free tier, and we'll keep this instance in a default VPC in my case and keep the default subnet settings. Add the storage, and 8 gig should be enough. Add a tag. Let's add a tag. Let's call it name as Jenkins server so we can easily distinguish it among the other EC2 instances. Let's create a new security group. Let's name it Jenkins SG. And we will add a rule to open port 8080. Because the Jenkins server runs on port 8080. Everything looks good. Launch. And we will create a new key pair. Let's name it My Cloud Tutorials Devops. And we will download the key pair and save it in a PAM folder and launch the instance. While the instance is launching, let's go and check the permission on the file. We will have to change it to 0400 and mct devops.ser. Let's check the instance status. It is still pending. Let's see if it has a public IP address. It does. So let's try to SSH into the instance. So SSH -I, we will use the MCT DevOps certificate EC2 user. So it looks like it's still, now it's running. So let's try it one more time. So yes, and we should accept it. So now I'm in the EC2 instance. Let's elevate our privileges to root, and let's see if we have Java installed. We don't have Java installed, so let's install Java. We'll say yum install, and Jenkins needs JDK 8.1.8 or above, so we'll install Java 1.8 star. Yes. This may take some time, so I will pause the recording and resume when it's ready. Okay, it took a little bit over a minute and a half, but our Java is installed, and if I run Java version again, I should see that we have JDK 1.8 installed. Let's add Java to the path. So let's say which Java C. And it says user bin Java C, but this user bin Java C is a symlink. So let's take a look. So it's a symlink going to this location. And if you take a look at here, this is another symlink to a actual install location. So if you see -lat, so this is the actual install location in our case. Or So we could copy this, or we could actually read the symlink with a forward option. So if I just say read link -f and take which Java C, it gives me the same path. So let's copy this path and update our .bash profile file. So go in the insert mode in the VI editor, and I'll set Java home and add Java home to path as well. Let's echo this if the Java home is set up. So Java home is not set up. So we have two ways to set it up. Either we exit and come back, or we can just source the bash profile file, which is what we will do here. And now if I try to see Java home again, I have it set up. So Java installation and the setting up in the path is complete. Let's download the Jenkins and install. So I'm on the Jenkins official website, jenkins.io/download. And if you scroll down, we will choose the Red Hat, and we will install the Jenkins as a Red Hat package. So we'll copy. This is good. And then we will have to install EPEL release. Although Amazon Linux 2 has this as an extra package, so we will get the error and then we can fix it. So we saw that this is available in Amazon Linux extra topic. So what we will do is we will install it from here. So it's installed successfully. Now we will do installing the Jenkins. So we'll clear the screen and yum install Jenkins. Yes. So Jenkins installation is complete. Let's see if Jenkins is running. We can just say systemctl status Jenkins. So it's inactive. Let's start it. So what we'll do, systemctl start Jenkins. And if we see the previous command, checking the status, it's running. We can also do Jenkins starting when we restart our or reboot our instance. So we can just systemctl enable Jenkins. Okay, so it's redirected us to check config. So it's the same thing. We can also enable the service starting on the startup based with check config Jenkins on. So it's the same thing, but our Jenkins should be running at this point. So let's try to access it in the browser. We'll go to our EC2 instance, gets its public IP address, and let's try to access Jenkins, which runs on port 8080. So our Jenkins seems to be working and installed successfully, and it's running. So we have to unlock the Jenkins. So we copy this path and grab the password that it set while installing. So we'll just do cat, and we will be resetting this password anyways. So we will customize Jenkins while installing by installing some of the plugins, but we'll do that later in some other video. For right now, we can just say start using Jenkins. I'll go to the admin, configure, and scroll down to the password section. This is where I will change the password to a password that I can easily remember. Save, and you will see that Jenkins has logged me out. So we will re-log in with the updated password, admin, and the password, and let's say keep me signed in. So I am able to log in with the updated password as an admin user. So let's go back to dashboard and create a sample job so that we can successfully validate our installation. Let's call it test install Jenkins freestyle project. Okay. Optional description is just checking if Jenkins is working. If you scroll down, we don't have a source code management yet. We will install Git plugin some later video, and for now we will just create a simple build step and we will execute as a shell. What we will do is we just say starting build at, and we'll just say date. We can make it sleep for, let's say, 5 seconds, and then print ending at, just to test that our shell script and everything else is working, because we will be using a lot of shell scripts with the Jenkins jobs. So this looks fine. Let's save it, and what we'll do is we will try to build it. So build is scheduled, and here you can see the build is running. Once it runs successfully, we should see it with a green checkbox. So let's go in the build and console output. This is where we can see our statements that we put, and it's able to print the starting and sleeping as well as the ending time, and it finished with a success status. So that's all for this demo. We were able to successfully install Jenkins on an Amazon EC2 machine and able to perform all these tasks. So please like, share, and subscribe for more AWS DevOps videos. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.